Is this thing on? Are we working? OBS is green. I think we might be up and running again. I think so. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, 94s and Tony2. 1212. Do we have internet? Okay, OBS is green. Okay, the next test will be to go into a Twitch commercial this time. You can't see me. You sure you're online? I should be, Pointy Gnome. I'm just going to go into the game now. Oh no, we've gone red again. Oh no, we're back. And I look clear again. Oh, just kidding. Don't give me heart attacks like that, Pointy Gnome. Right. OBS is definitely looking a lot greener than it was. And the speed test was showing a good 6 megabits upload speed, which is normally what I have. So hopefully, touch wood, went a little bit red there for a minute. Obviously it goes a little bit red when I load up. Right, we have a Samadan in the auction house. That's looking promising. Perhaps I need to give my router some love. I think so. It's already an old one actually, because the new one died on me already, so I might have to investigate an actual proper router or something. Something with epic braces. Yeah, I'll give a router some epic braces, that would be good. Right, okay. So, hopefully, technical issues aside, we should be back in the game and hopefully have these going on now. So the last thing I was doing was making another WoWHead Epics group, and I was going to run a post scan and put one each of those on. I know I've got competition, you were saying, with one of them. So the crafting cost is 39. Market value is only at 50 there for that one, so that's pretty cheap. Let's see what is going on. Oh no, that's a lot higher than I was expecting actually. Because you were saying to put quick blades 342. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. But blues are useless, but the epics are 300 plus. Yeah, it does seem to be. Okay, Fever Flare is okay. 761. Posting at normal price. And then, like you said, Quick Blade has got competition. So that's going at 342. Okay, we'll put one each on. Like you said, there's no harm in putting them on. And we'll disenchant the rest that we've got here. And then we'll go pick up some more from the mail. And if there's any like peerless ones or any of the other ones, we'll add them to that epic group. And we can just post them on. I think that should work just as a group, just to might as well, like you said, there's no harm in putting something like that on. I mean, I'd pretty much given up on all the cloth tailoring because it really just didn't seem to sell on my server, but you never know with this one. We'll give it a go. I'm always happy to try something out. That's the only way you can really know whether the market's going to work or not for you. Alright, I'll use the wheel mouse for the rest of this. There we go. Okay. Back on. There we go. Right. So, apart from that, hope everyone's doing everything. I look like a mean teacher, those glasses. Thank you, Ignus. These are new ones I picked up the other day. My wife suggested I wear them to help me stop missing people on chat. So hopefully it works. Hopefully I'll be able to catch more of the chat and not miss people. But to be honest, I'm not sure whether glasses are going to help that. I need brain power for that one. There we are, right. Next lot. Let's go pick some up, see if we've got any different kind of braces. Yeah. OBS is still green, that's hopeful. Oh, you just imported your first string for a shopping list. Excellent. Oh, we've got loads of expires here. Let's pick them up. What was your shopping list, Costo? There we go. Gems. Ah. Not a market I'm familiar with myself yet. Ah, ones to obliterate. Oh, it's the upper metal frame. I'm frowning. I think it's my eyebrows as well. They're just resting on there, with the camera being the angle it's at. Yeah, looked like something out of Angry Birds. See, no one else sells the mooncloth robe. Just me on this server. Right, put on for 2:45, done posting. Go pick up the next lot. Then we can go back in. We get loads of expires. Got a couple of sales there. What's that? The salad. Okay, we'll open those up. But as you don't have the dual crafting, you don't have gems in your material list. Yeah, that's the trick, isn't it? I mean, yes, you could type in the item numbers, but that would be really, really tedious. So, yeah, importing seems to be the only way forward for that. Unless you bought the gems, had them in your bags, and then made a group from that. But then, yeah, it's not in your material list though, is it? So, that's true. Hey, Anjoy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I think you managed to miss all the difficult... Did I sell more feasts? I'm not sure, actually. I did sell some, I think, Kostek. And good evening, Sleepy, or good day to you. I hope you're doing well. There we go. As many people only use imported groups, I figured out that many people don't know how to make mass groups for themselves without importing every item single-handedly from the crafting windows. Oh, okay. That's a pretty good idea, Ignus. So basically, you're fine. Excellent to hear, Anjoy. Tried to come through a few times, but kept getting black screen, but it's working for you now. It's good to hear my voice. Yes, we did have technical issues, Sleepy. But I rebooted my router, and it seems to have fixed things for the moment. So fingers crossed, it should all be fine for the rest of the stream. Many people don't know how to make mass groups of themselves without importing every single item single-handedly from crafting windows. How to use WoWHead and the Powered Group Builder. That would be one I'd have to actually look up, Ignus. The Powered Goal Group Builder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy what you just said. I'm going to put it into my window of things to look up, because that sounds like a really good idea. There we go. Now I've got that. There we go. Right, let's just catch up on the rest of the messages. If I haven't used it before, we can give me a quick rundown. Nice, everything's expiring. Yeah, I can see the big wall of yellow there behind me. I need to go put everything on. Yeah, absolutely, Ignus. If you could link away, that would be awesome. Thank you. Right. You had to use some forum threads to figure it out. Okay. You'll write me a very quick manual. That would be awesome. Thank you, Ignus. And then what I'll do is I'll look into it, work out how it works, and then maybe you can put something up to help other people out. Because that's how I tend to do things. I just have things in my bags and I make the groups manually. I've not had to do things en masse per se myself because I've normally been building things up over time. It's very powerful. Okay, well that's good to hear. That's definitely something to put on my list for sure. I like finding out about new things. Right, that's on. Put that on. Oh, just clicked the wrong button. That's my Twitch going to open up now. Which window is that going in? Oh, it's going in that one. That's okay. Let's move that over there. And then I'll post these on. Is that everything? A bit more. There we go. 42, 43, 44. Done. There we are. Right, let me just catch up on chat. There we go. You like sharing new things you dabble with? Yeah, absolutely. I've been on the receiving end of you sharing your knowledge as well, Costa, which has been very, very beneficial. Thank you. Right, that's done. And then another load of expires. Loads of mail here. What time is the stream ending? Internet all being fine, Enjoy. I'll be on for at least another hour. Hopefully more, to try and make up for the time, because I didn't realise I'd scheduled myself to start at 9. I actually ended up starting at 10, so I'd forgotten my usual times. But I think I should definitely at least another hour, Enjoy. Once I've got all my auctions on, that's the main thing, and then see what else we've got time for. Maybe a bit of earthen stuff, maybe a bit more. Hey, sub-level B, how are you? Hope you're doing okay. How's your weekend with the family? Just going through our normal posts, reposts, now that we've got internet back. Everything seems to be steady, which is good. Everything's all expiring. Doing very well, thank you, Sublevel B. We did have some technical issues at the start of the stream, which appear to be okay at the moment. Right, okay, so for example, Mr. Pandaria Leatherworking, database items, Mr. Pandaria source, crafted by a profession, apply filters, mark the item list in the browser, right click copy, blogspot grouper, post into step 2, group it now, and you got your group. Ah, well, it takes a few seconds per group. Right, okay, let's have a look then. You sold 380 Obliterum now, wow. Just had to find something new to chuck in while you listen to me. Nice one, Kostok. So, let's have a look at this. Powered gold. Let's move this over. There we go. Right, okay. So, what have we got here? WoWHead.com. So, web pages and or sections of web pages. It's like WoWHead. Oh no, we need to have a different one. There we go. Let's go back one and then open a new tab. There we go. And then we go WoWHead.com database, search the database. I wonder if mop would work. Probably not. Let's have a look. I'm not catching up on that. If you're a farmer like yourself, you can also make groups easily which need a certain crafting mat to make to liquidate your farm. Right, okay. I'm just going to keep chat scrolled up here for the moment. And then let's have a look at... That's not going to work. Where's the tools, database? Database, there we go. Database items. Items. General. Is there a general? Hold on. My window's not big enough. I've moved my window over here so I can make it a bit bigger. Database items. Toy box added in patch. Mr. Pandaria. No, there we go. Miscellaneous. Armor. I don't see a way of doing added in expansion. General added in expansion, Mr. Pandaria. Source crafted by a profession. Okay. I think I might have to look into that a little bit more off stream, Ignus, rather than stumbling my way through it for now. But thank you for that. You need to open the database, click the items, just click the items, it opens what you need. Yeah, it looks like I skipped a step. So I've got the items. Let's move this over here. Hold on. So I'm in database, items. I just want to be in general database. Is there a way of going items? There is a drop down menu, got that, items. And then that's the window. Okay, so it's in this window. And then I click on items like those items. Click on items and nothing else. Right, okay, let's try that again. Database. Oh no, done that. Database. Items. There we go. Database items, there we go. And then additional filters. Okay, here we go. You're behind because of stream lag. No worries. This is a bit like the blind leading the blind when there's a lag. It's like I've got goggles on, I can't see, and then you're about 30 seconds behind me. There we go. So we're in additional filters. Yeah, got that. Then added in expansion. Is that what you were saying before? Let's have a look. Scroll right at the top. There we go. Added inspection, Mr. Pandaris. Let's go. Added in expansion. Source Mr. Pandaria, click apply filter, there we go. Mark the item list in the browser. Now, might have missed one. Yeah. Okay, so crafted by profession. Where's that? Where would be additional filters? Drop source professions. Requires a profession. It's another filter, right? Okay. So we add another filter. And we're going to look for crafted by profession. Professions and economy. Craftsman disenchants, intimidable, respectable. Requires a profession. It's under source, crafted by profession. General source. Okay, here we go. Crafted by profession. Yeah, got that. And then, what's the last one? You said leatherworking, didn't you? Let's scroll all the way back up. There we go. Craft profession. Then apply filters. There we go. Apply filter. Okay. I need to select leatherworking. Where's leatherworking? Another additional filter. In the crafted by profession window, select leatherworking. Don't see, there we go. Yeah, okay. I'm with you now. Leatherworking. Apply filter. Right, we're getting there. Instead of the yes. Brilliant. Thank you, Ignus. I know it seems I'm really slow on this. That's because I am. But it's really handy just to make sure I've got everything right. So there we go. So now we have all of these are the things you can make in Mr. Pandaria, all 260 items crafted by leatherworking. Copy it like a Word document, as in the with the pictures. I'm assuming the title of here, I'm guessing, copied web page item links here. Would be what I would guess to do. But that's not worked. Or has it? No. No. Okay. So, not the title. Makes me have to see all the steps more clearly. Absolutely. In the text of the item list, it's like the raw data. Right, okay, so At least one. Now let's go through this. What would I normally look for if I was looking for something here? Start with a pant icon. Yeah. And mark it. Yeah. Done that. And select all. Where would I normally select all? I'd expect to see some sort of like Control A I would do for that. But that's not what you mean. No. Like in Word or Excel. That's not what I would normally do in Word or Excel, weirdly. Normally I'd press Control A to select all of something. Because Control A selects all like that. Which would be weird, because we've got everything here. That seems strange to have that. Because that's got all the ads of the page. Hold your left mouse button. Yeah. Two more steps. Start at the pants, mark all 50. How would I do this? Normally I would just do... No. Don't check them. Just copy it. Oh, you mean... Oh no, I've clicked on it now. So we're not checking them, we're just selecting them. So you're just doing like that. Is that what you mean? Right, okay. Let's try this then. No, not from there. I'm going from the beginning. Yep, okay. There we go. From there. And then go down and select them all. Down to the end. And copy them into there. Right. And then select Group It Now. Now I see. See, now I would never have gotten that. I never in a million years would have thought to select the text from those links and do that. I can see why you'd need a video for that. Got it. Excellent. Thank you, Ignus. So, conversely, yeah, the delay doesn't help. I hear you on that one. Ideally, I'd want to list more than this. Is there a way we can add more than 50? The spam, no worries, Ignus. I love learning something new. So ideally, I'd want to use the VOD as the instruction video. Yes. Without all the pauses and everything in, that could at least give you... I could do that as a quick runner. That is your homemade string that you can now input into a group. Yeah, because then I've got all the item IDs, haven't I? And then I can go and import that. because it's got all the item numbers from all of that. That's awesome. So what I'd want to do is be able to do all 260 in one go, but it looks like WoWHead only lists them 50 at a time, so I'd probably have to do it. You can add the other pages one at a time, you just have to go into next and do the next one. So I'd go in for this one, and then it's not easy to hold that. All the crafted malevolent stuff. Would put that in, and will that paste in just, hold on, paste in at the bottom and group it. Okay, so now it's bigger. Okay, and then the next one would be that lot. Copy those in, and then I wonder if I can just hover that and paste it in. Did that work? Didn't see it. I'd probably just click that, then paste it, then group, then we've got a load. Is that the same? There's only 6 pages. And then if I was to import that group, let's say I did all the pages. Let's just pretend we did all the pages. And if I say go to TSM and then go to, if I swatch to a different page here, so there we've only got nothing here, and we go import export and we paste the string in here and we import there. There's all our stuff. I know that's not all the pages. We confirm that, and then go back to our groups, and our new group has all the stuff in. Look at that. Woohoo! Thank you, Ignus. So that could be a really handy way of just pulling in a few, you know, a specific search or certain things that you're looking for. Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for that. I know I was a bit slow off the bat to work out what you meant with the whole selecting, but now I've got it. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back to Samadan and my other groups, which is all good. There we go. Fantastic. Today I learnt how to select text and get it in. Awesome. Well, thank you ever so much, Ignus, for that. That's not something I had thought of before. Oh, we've got all our braces in here. Now we need to add. Guess that's what Shay has done. Yeah, quite possibly, just to get the items in en masse. Example, you want to make a group to dump your silk, you use this one. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Shay knows all item IDs by heart. Ah, right. She just types them manually. Yeah. So everything that uses silk goes into there. And then you can look at, okay, well, what am I going to use my silk for? It's very interesting. Excellent. I'd never be able to remember any IDs. No, I don't. It would be nice if you could just use words. That would be handy. So anything else in my epics? Okay, harmonious we've got. and Peerless we've got now. Add 2 of those in. And we're going to post those up. If you multi-box, you get a stack of a lot of stock of a lot of stuff, and you can always searching for ways to sell that stuff. Yeah. You can use the names in any of the strings. You can, but don't you have to have a link to them, Hieronymus? I seem to remember in TSM 3 it had to be an actual link rather than just the name. So you have a TSM profile just for dumping your stock. Sounds like a good idea, Ignus, when you're trying to organise a lot of stuff en masse. So you calculate lay shards with the min crafting, and you put the item name in like that. So you just use square brackets, and that seems to work, does it? I'll have to try that, Hieronymus, because that would make... I quite like the idea of that. Why aren't the other 2 in there? Maximum amount already posted. Okay, that's really handy, because for me, like in my... say for example, let's have a look in my Enchanting materials. My Arcana price has got the 2 item numbers here. The link from the crafting window works. Okay. So what I would want to do when you're multiboxing, mailing operations and warehousing becomes very useful. Yeah. You can use the names there too. So what I would do is I would look for... That was the item ID for Shalderai silk, I believe. So if I was to say like that, if I could copy that and then shift click like you would link the item in chat, like that, and then if I was to go into crafting reports, materials, and in my Arcana, rather than using the average buy of that, I would use Shalderai silk like that. Ooh, invalid custom name. What would be different from there? Let's try linking that again. For my bags, shift click Shalderai silk, and then in my window for enchanting, I would say for my material cost I would want it to be instead of the item number, while editing the string. Right, okay, so I would have Arcana here, and instead of that, if I bring up my bags, which are hidden behind here, so I'll move that down. There we go. So that's flashing there where I'd want it, and shift click that. Ah, no, now it's got the amount. No, it doesn't seem to work for me in TSM 4. That's there. And shift clicking it could be my bag add-on that's causing a problem. Let's try it over here. Yeah, no, it's not working there. Or if I were to shift click that, that's not doing it. Link it to chat and try then. Yeah, I've literally just got it there in the chat there, and it's that there. Link it there, it comes in. put it here, say if it was the end, click shift and it changes to that. So there definitely does seem to be not quite coming through. I mean, if I could just select the text typed without the link coming through, that would be handy. It doesn't seem to be working. Oh well. I'll stick with the item numbers for now. That's what I've been doing anyway. But yeah, that would be handy if you could use names. Maybe that's something for the future. Let me just have a look at my group for WoWHead bindings. Epic. Okay, Fever Flare, Harmonious, Peerless and Quick Blade. And on the auction house, deselect all, WoWHead epics, run post scan. It does work, just not from the actual item in a bag. Okay. Right, that's saying so how would I get the link then if I'm not doing it from the bag? From the crafting window perhaps. But then I need to be in the crafting window to have the material up. Use this. Yeah, that's right, Buzz. That's what I've been doing, using the... I use actual item. Because I've been using the item ID, the I, which is what I've been using before. But what we were looking at is to have the name in there rather than the item number, just from a pure point of being able to read it more easily. Was what we were thinking, because whilst I've got the item numbers in my materials, I think it would look nicer to, instead of being like that. I mean, that was the item there, which is the same as what I've got here, is the same as writing I here. That's a capital I. That looks like that. So if you were to use item, oops, there's two I's there, but what we want here is the square brackets linking thing, which would look prettier, and it's easier to see and easier to read the string. And then what we're saying here, so that's your lay shard string, min, average buy, DB market, crafting, vendor buy, convert, crafting, silk weave braces. So can you just simply copy and paste that text in? So let's have a look. Let's go to my lay light. Oh no, all professions enchanting, there we go. Lay light shard. So if I were to copy and paste your text in, straight from there to me, we're getting an invalid custom price entered. You just copied it from TSM. Yeah, there's some steps missing here, I think. And if I go into the crafting window, the other window disappears. Yeah, that's the link to the braces. Yeah. So there's something I'm missing in being able to get it into a material price. Because what I'd want is it to be in here. Replace that with a shift click from the crafting. Yeah, the problem is I can't do the shift click from the crafting because the crafting window's here. and I need to be in the crafting reports to get to this. TSM3 is better then. I think so in this case. I remember doing it in TSM3, Hieronymus, and I was trying to do it in TSM4, and I don't think it can do it yet. So it'll be nice to see if that can actually work in the future, because that would be nice to have like the name of the thing in there rather than the item ID. But yeah, I don't think it's currently working. So there we go. Pas de problème, as they say. Let's make a couple of these. Oh no, I can't make those because my inventory's full. Maybe something to push developers. Yeah, I'll post it up on the Discord. Right, my inventory's full. Now, the weird thing was, my peerlesses aren't getting posted in my group. Probably something to do with them being the same thing, perhaps. Not treating them as separate ones. Crafting single. Let's check that. Oh, just sold Shadowy Mask. We need to make some more of those. So what we could maybe look at here. Price settings. Details, one of each. Faction name characters, no, there's nothing else I would see here. I'm telling it to look at them as different items, not ignoring the item type. So rather than post cap, if I was to do the post cap of 4, and then I was to post this, just running through a thinking operation here, and I was to do that WoWHead epics, now you'd say Quick Blade and Fever Flare, but you've not got... Yeah, because you're grouping them together. Okay. But I don't want the Quick Blade and Fever Flare. I want one of each, really. So that's not easy to separate them out, unfortunately. I would have to do... I don't think one of each of the... I'd have to do a different group for each one then. That's a bit frustrating. What I'd have to do is go /TSM destroy, and then I would have to go through... Actually no, I'll do it through the bags because I can see them all here. So Harmonious is new. Quick Blade, we've already got one on. Does every random enchant give it another item ID? I'm not sure, Costa. It's not looking like it is. It's looking like it's doing them all as one. Because Harmonious and Peerless we want. Fever Flare we've done. Harmonious we've done. There's Harmonious, there's Peerless. They all have the same ID, yes. It would look like it's treating them as the same. So TSM isn't saying, okay, well this one's this, put one each of those on, which is what I was asking it to do in the operation. What it's thinking is they're all the same thing. So now that I've forced it to say, look, these two are different ones, and then I was to do a post scan now, I've set the post cap to 4, so now it's adding in Harmonious and Peerless to the ones I've already got, but they're not appearing in the all auctions. So we were to post these at normal price, 793 and 871. they would be fine. So if I do WoWHead, now we've got the 4 on Fever Flare, Quickblade, Peerless and Harmonious, but only because we've specifically had only one of each in our bags. So it's not the most convenient way of setting that up, which is unfortunate. I'll go through and destroy the rest of these. But at least for the purposes of putting them on, we've now got some. And then if I've got any different ones, I'll go sort those out in a minute as well. And then increase my post cap. So yeah, not too elegant. I would have liked... Yeah, it doesn't seem... The bonus IDs don't seem to be distinguished between them. From looking at them. In the posting operation, max amount to post of 1, it's looking at the item IDs, not the bonus IDs, so it's not treating them as separate items, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, maybe it's something like that, Hieronymus, where it's what the operation is asking is just related to the item IDs, rather than looking at the fact that the bonus IDs differentiate them as different items. I mean, I know I could ignore random enchants when I put it on. Item screaming face enchants. I'm assuming that's a misdone emoji, but it looks quite cool. Right, okay, let's pick up some more stuff with the 8,000 gold. Have a look in my bags. What have we got? Quick Blade we've done. Fire Flash I think we've done. Don't know how many different types there are. Oh no, Alt up. There we go. Let's destroy these ones. Oh, thank you Star Grace for the follow. ID as in item ID. Yes. Yeah, I think it's a bit weird. Anyway, not to bother. We've got some on, so that's at least we've got a workaround for them, which is the main thing. Oh, got a Chaos Crystal. So at least we'll go through and we'll have a look and... good evening, Bullywolf. Doing very well, thank you. How are you? So I'm just going to take these off because my headphones are pressing into my ears on my glasses. And it's causing all sorts of problems. There we go. I can at least semi-read the text now. It's not quite as sharp as it was, but we'll muddle through. I'll have to work out something a bit more comfortable later. Very close to that flying. Excellent, Bullywolf. You can almost taste the end of that quest line. It does take a while, but it is such an achievement when you get flying, so fingers crossed for you, get it very soon. It makes a world of difference, it really does. I can imagine that I'm going to get the same with Draenor as well, once I've gotten that flying. Open these all up. Load more braces. What have we got? Harmonious. Oh, Aurora. That's new. and Fire Flash, that's not new. Summon quest lines, but it's only missing 2, and one of them you need to hand in. Oh, getting close. Now the logic for testing, if vendor sell destroy value. Now the logic for testing, if vendor sell is less than destroy value and DB region market average is greater than 1,000 gold. Where would the brackets go, Hieronymus, looking at that? Would you have brackets in that just to be able to distinguish what you want? Because I would put the brackets around the DB region market average is greater than 1,000 gold, and then vendor sell is less than destroy value. But then what's the resulting logic? Makes sense though, I think. So Harmonious I'm going to get rid of. Aurora I'm keeping. Fire Flash I'm getting rid of. Either Disenchant or Auction House. Yeah, that would make sense. So basically, oh, what was that? Oh, Silkweave Satchel. Where would you use that logic? Would be my next question. Let's go to group, do this, and we'll do that. I'm loving all these questions though. We're certainly getting into the nuts and bolts of TSM and operations. To auto-magically put items in groups. Oh right, so where would not causing a headache yet, only mildly, Custok. Hey Hogstout, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. To either mail to an enchanter or post on the auction house. Yeah, where would you do the actual filtering though of that? Would it all be in one group? Do I have any idea on how to sell stage 2-3 WoD gear without it being posted at the same price as the stage 1? That's an interesting one, Buzz. I've not gotten to that stage yet myself because I've only been dealing with the stage 1 stuff. But I have heard about the stage 2-3 stuff and I know it looks different. You use item level. Okay. As all junk from Panda is crap. Well, that would make sense. You know, if you can simplify it in some way. I don't know, Buzz. I haven't tried it yet. I'm thinking if it's under the same item level as I'm finding with these things, then there may have to be some sort of a manual sort of messing around with it. But I haven't got any, so I can't test it out, unfortunately. Because for at the moment, about to get your 100th mouth. Ooh, very close, Hogstout. Look forward to seeing you on that one. So WoWHead epics. I want to add in Aurora. And then I'm going to change the operation cap to 5. This isn't single anymore. This is WoWHead epics. There we are. And then we will do a post scan of everything. Run post scan. get everything else on. Seeing as they're just hanging around in my bags at the moment whilst I'm messing around with this. There we go. We're about to find out, Buzz. I'm not sure about these epics. Kostok has said, well, put one of each on and see how it goes, and I think that could be a good idea. You never know. You sell one of them a day, so, and that's on a low pop like me, so them's is good odds to me. Didn't check that WoWHead binding actually. Did it go on? No, I don't think it did. Let's go back, have a look. Deselect all. WoWHead epics, run post scan. Between 3 and 500, so the crafting cost isn't too bad. Another item that sells to the shoulders. Epics as well, is that, Costo? I'll have to look into those. Okay, that one didn't come through for some reason. Oops, move around. Right, another load of stuff. Open up. Another 16,000 in the mail. That's nice. Yeah, okay, it is the epics. Right, you are. Okay, nothing more there, so Alt plus that, TSM destroy those. Just go through these. And you only list manually what is not on the auction house. Yeah, I think that's the that's probably going to be the way forward, because I'm having to manually sort these out anyway. And then, like you said, only the ones that aren't on the auction house would make sense. Oh yeah, well, at least get these on. Well, everything sells. Yeah, that's true. It's just a question of finding the right buyer, isn't it, Pointy Gnome? Is that all gone? There we go. The blue hoods even sell. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, right. Disenchant's done, finally. So going back onto my enchants that I was going to make, now that I've got a load of Leylight. Azure something. Okay. You crafted them by accident. Maybe it was for skill ups long ago. Right, we can do 2 next. I'm sure I had those before already. Weirdly. Okay, well, let's do some lay shatters whilst we're here. How many rings do we need? 8. Let that run for a little while. It's going to be quite a lot of arcana for those. Oh no, he's talking about tailoring, but item level 785 or so. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't been doing any of the silk. I don't even think I've got all the silkweave things I need. Do I only do current content? No, Buzz, I do old stuff as well. I'm currently working my way through a lot of the old world's tailoring gladiators PvP stuff and the leatherworking PvP stuff, and then I've got a whole load of old world tailoring that I put on, plus old world enchants as well. Those are good ones. The elemental force, mongoose, crusader enchants. Oh, you miscalculated. You only have 64 mounts. Ah, was that both horde and alliance side, Hogstout? I don't think that counts, does it? I'm going to make these up. You started at Water Drainer, now you're working your way down the expansion ladder. That's a pretty good idea, Buzz, I think. Oh, I need some more Arcana. How many more have I got? Haste. One more. Nope. Just one more we need to do. Okay. Let's create all. Get another one going. Wait for that to come up to 1. And that should be enough. There we go. Make that one. There we are. Okay. Pop those on. At least get those enchants going. Auctioning. Select all. Base group. Run post scan. You're back, and I bet I'm ending now. Not quite, Enjoy. I'm gonna stay. I've got not nearly as much done as I wanted to get done. So I'm gonna hang around a little bit longer. I do have to get up relatively early tomorrow, so no lie-in for me. So I'm not gonna stay super late. But I want to at least get some of these things on because I've been faffing around. We've been doing some really amazing learning, but I've been faffing around with all my different disenchanting bracers and not having enough materials of everything, so I'm way behind on stocking up on things and reposting things. So I'm just going through my main professions. I've done enchanting. I need to do tailoring and cooking as well. And I need to do my daily cooldowns, which is one of these. Probably getting to having all of these at one point now. And then this one is still a profit, so I'm going to create that one. Someone was selling Lightforged gauntlets in trade for 75k, and you whispered, I bid 1k. And he gave them to you for free. Wow. Unobtainable item worth around 70 to 100k. Wow, that's brilliant, Pointy Gnome. Congratulations. That's brilliant. Well done. That's definitely good. It's kind of flabbergasted. Yeah, I bet. That's amazing. It's funny how you can get things like that going. I've not got enough shadow silk, I've just realised, when I want to make these shadow weave masks. Let's do my daily cooldowns first. So hexweave cloth. And another secrets, just so we've got some. Feels awkward to get things for 3. I know what you mean, actually. I do know what you mean. It's a bit strange. You kind of it's very generous of people, but at the same time you're thinking, well, you know, I want to give you something for it. Right, celestial cloth. What are you going to give me? Drape of prowess. Okay. Drape of cruelty, meditation, prowess. Okay, crafting cost is 47, profit is 1,400. Okay. And you responded, I like cold. That's an excellent response, Costek. I like that one. What about Imperial? Let's make one of these. And he traded you 300 gold. He was leaving the server and could not invest it in pets. That is pretty good, Sleepy, for that one. Only 300 gold. Well, still, it's a free 300 gold, so I'd be happy with that. That's interesting. Does that mean we're done with the Imperial Silk? Because I didn't learn something. That's a first. you would give much more. Oh, thank you, Extoria, for the host. How are you? I hope you had a really good stream. And welcome everyone from Extoria's stream. We're just discussing about people giving free gold, which is awesome. And people getting free items, which is brilliant. Make way for an Extorian raid. Thank you, Silent Second. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? I hope you're doing well. 2 days back you did a random cheer with your gnome to some random person. He traded me 10k. That's brilliant, Pointy Gnome. You're certainly getting all the luck with that. That's fantastic. You're good? Excellent. That's good to hear. I'm doing very well here, thank you. We had some technical issues at the start of our stream, but we've managed to sort them out now. It was good fun. Excellent. You got some really nice ideas for battle pet farms. Keeping track. Excellent, Extoria. I know your pets are certainly doing really well. Oh, just sold a enchant ring binding of haste. So that's a good welcome for everyone from Extoria's stream. Thanks for stopping by. We're just going through. We're stocking up on our tailoring at the moment. We've just made a new thing. Glad got technical issues sorted. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. We had to reboot and stop and start. Have I ever made the legendary boots? No, I haven't, Bullywolf, actually. I mean, I've got the Knight's Dichotomy kind of on a list to make, but I haven't gotten round to making them simply because I don't really do dungeons that often. So for me, it's kind of one of those nice to make, maybe eventually. Oh, Koi Scented Storm Ray we just sold. So what we did just now, just before everyone came in, is we made another cloak which we need to add into our Gladiators Tailoring group. It's not in here, so it must be somewhere else. Sales are on fire. Yeah, we're doing really well tonight, actually. It's been steadily ticking through. So I've been quite happy with that. So this is the cloak we just made. So that should be in Pretty Clothes, Gladiators, Tailoring. Yes, it is. So we've already got that one. Drape of Prowess. So what did we actually learn? Crafted Malevolent. And this was... we got the wrong one. That's a dreadful one. We need the Malevolent one. That's why it didn't come through. So we need to go back to our tailoring. And we need to look at the correct one. The Malevolent Gladiator's Drape of Prowess. That's why it didn't come through. Today you found a new friend on WoW. You farmed for an hour volatile water. And you got 35k. Excellent, Anjoy. That's pretty cool. There were 4 of you. Excellent. Nice little group farm. Did you do like the hyperspawn thing? I believe it's called, isn't it? Always more fun farming with new friends. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Extoria. You might as well all join in together. So, Drape of Prowess. So it's this one, I believe. Let's just double check that. You've learnt to craft Malevolent Gladiators Drape of Prowess. Malevolent Gladiators Drape of Prowess. That was it. Drape. Malevolent Gladiators Drape of Prowess. Yep, we're going to create one of those. Oh, did I miss? I am dynamic. Thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you. Alright. Tomorrow you're going to do some volatile fire. Even better. I hear they sell quite well, Anjoy. Something like 1,000 gold for those. And now in our TSM group, we're going to go over and have a look down to our tailoring, Gladiators Tailoring. Yes. So now we've got this one to add into our list. So this is our list of all our crafted gladiator stuff we're learning. So now we've learnt to make a new one. We're going to add it into our list and then we can go and post that on the auction house. But first, going to go through and do my other restocks on tailoring. All of those. Oh, primal fires. There we go. I got that wrong. Thank you. I'm thinking of primal fire. Yes. Fire something. They volatiles are often only 50 gold. Oh, okay. Right. Well, it's still respectable if you get a good amount of them. This is all the tailoring we want to make and restock on the ones we've sold. So, of which we've sold silkweave satchels, we don't have enough Shalderai silk unless I go shopping for some or farming for some. I'm going to take that one off for now. Hexweave bag we can make, and this is new. We sold one of these. Admiral hats, not so great actually at the moment, Sleepy. For a while, I'd lost the group and I wasn't making any, so no wonder I wasn't getting any sales. But now I've put it back in, I've got them back on. I haven't sold any in a while, so I'm going to have to give that another look. Now that they're on, then hopefully I'll sell a few. So I've got 5 silks on me. I wonder if we can actually buy any more shadow silk. We could do with 11 of them. I've got a feeling. Where's shadow silk? Have I actually got it as a favourite? No, let's just type it in. Shadow silk / exact. Okay, so there's 3 on for 66 gold. Brilliant. I'll take those straight away. Now the other problem is the other ones. Hey, I am Missy. Thanks for stopping by the stream. How are you? God, the cat scan of 306 tailoring items is taking forever. God, yeah, that is going to take a while, Costa. Good luck with that one. So I still need another 8 shadow silk according to this down here. There's only 2, 3, 4, 5 on the auction house, and they're priced pretty crazily. But I have got enough to make at least 1 shadow weave mask, so I'll at least do that. Let's go over to the guild vault and pick up the shadow silk we have got, and then I need to consider doing the farm for some more shadow silk unless some more comes on. So we'll leave that. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Stop gathering. Bring tailoring back up. So I want to get this at least running a bit better. So shadow silk, where I could go get some, but I'm going to do just the 1 for now. So back to my crafting. So I'm just going to make the 1, which we should have enough for. No, we haven't quite picked up enough. Maybe we need to go to the mailbox and get those as well, because I don't think Gatherer picked the correct ones up. So I'll pick these up. Your competition's in bed already. Yeah, that's the good thing about staying up late, isn't it, Costa? Is you can post stuff on at the end. No one needs to be cancelled now. Well, as long as it's only cancelling the ones that you've been undercut on, you can at least put them on for the evening, surely. And very early again, yeah. Catch both ends of the market, Costa. That's a great idea. Right, we've got 1 shadow weave mask, that's fine. So go over to, let's post those on. Might as well see if we can try and catch a sale of those. And then we'll go do our cooking. So run a post scan of these. Only sleep from 2 to 3 AM till like 7. Wow. That is minimal hours. I mean, I can get by on probably about 6 hours sleep, and that does me okay. But yeah, 4 4 to 5 hours is probably cutting it a bit fine for me. Right, let's have a look cooking wise. What do we need? How much lavish Suramar feast do we need to stock up on? That's the big question. It was worse, 4 AM till 7. That made you go mental after 3 weeks. Yeah, I can imagine it would. I don't think I could survive off that little for that long. Alright, okay, so no lavish Suramar feasts, but plenty of other bits and pieces. So maybe I need to just make sure I do a cancel scan of my lavish ones. I upped it as well to about 50, it was. So it's good, probably I've been just undercut on those, I imagine. I need to gather on these things, then I'll go back to the auction house and have a look. There's always like 150 plus pages of a salad to scan. It takes like 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, that's always the downside of all the searching for things with many pages. Gathering, start gathering. Move that down. Intermediate crafting. Move that back up. Go back to those. Go back to the list. Move that to the side a little. So I want some barbecue ribs, barracuda, and Suramar. They're all queued up. That's the only food with so many auctions listed though. Yeah, I don't actually take a look at how many are listed for my competition. I just tend to put them on, and those that sell. I don't usually bother with cancel scans for a lot of my cooking. Are those going? Yes, they are going. Gem chips, peppers, snails. Wildfowl eggs, all my bits and pieces. There we go. Right, so with that done, can stop that, make up a fire. Excuse me, Mr. Banker, we're just going to burn your floor. You never cancel scan either, but it says scanning X or Y, 1 of 215. God, that's loads. I don't think I'd have the patience for that. Barbecue ribs going down. Suramar 7 turf. Oh, I completely forgot to do the trader costo. We need to go do our herbs. I need to go check, see if I've got them in my garrison first. I haven't even finished all my regular stuff yet. Go through these first, at least, get my food on. Check the situation of the lavish feasts. Just make sure they're okay. What kind of money do I ask for the sub meals? I don't know, actually. Whatever's a profit, really. I haven't actually been paying too much attention to the prices. But so long as it's a crafting profit of whatever my percentage is, I put them on. Right, so I'll do a post scan. Let's have a look what it says. You sell them in stacks of 3 and rip an arm out. So you're going full on, overpricing those. I tend to just undercut the competition, or at my current price, and do them in 10s, 20s, and 5s. Is the way I've normally been doing them. 25 gold each. Okay, what have we got? Varying prices here. Barbecue ribs are at 18.99. It's a 9 gold profit. The delicacy platter is a 10 gold profit. You want them to buy your feasts. Well, that makes sense. Do I have any tips for finding where the cooking quest is for the 2 instead of 1? It tends to be random, Sleepy. I usually find if it's not in Stormwind, then it's always in Old Dalaran. It's one of the 2 for me. But those are the only 2 places I've really been going to. Oh, Hidden Satyr just sold. I'm going to go see your dad. It's over from the other side of Australia. Wow. Well, I hope you have a nice time, Victoria. Thanks ever so much for the host, and thanks for stopping by. You have a great rest of your day. And another sale. Yeah, excellent. It's always good to have the sales coming in. So I'm going to post those on. And then let's have a look at those about to come off. What have you got coming in? Got quite a lot of sales coming in. What's this? 16,000 sales coming in. Quite pleased about that. So let's deselect all and look at the feasts and run a cancel scan. So the lavish Suramar feast, I've not actually been undercut on those. Just no one's been buying them at the current price of 833. How many people are actually selling lavish Suramar feasts? There's me at 833. Then everyone else is above that. You decide to make another meal for yourself. In real life, Kosturk, or... Oh, 850 of your plate. Oh, well, that was a nice thing to do, at least, to have the last of your food. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I bet you are. I imagine you're probably only just coming down from it, so I'm glad you're able to at least sort yourself out with some food. That's a bit cheap. Hearty Feast. It's only 66 gold profit. Could really do with taking those off and putting them back on for here. Yeah, let's do that. Shopping. Oh, no, my auctions first. Hearty Feast. Cancel. Shopping. Hearty Feast. There we go. Yeah, weren't going to done our hair or anything. Yeah, I think so. But you'll sleep later with the eating. Yeah, that's. Yeah, then wake up earlier as you get hungry. It's a tough call, really, isn't it? Which would you prefer to do? Buyout per item, 229 and 231. That's fine. What we're going to do is going to buy these 3, and that one of 3. And then we're going to post ours back on. Where are we at? Might as well up the price of those hearty feasts. And let's put those back on. Run a post scan. Now they're going for $499.99, which is brilliant. Let's see if those sell. We'll give them a little bump up in price. I'm sure they just those just expired, just haven't come in through in the mail yet. Right. that's the main things on. Let's just check the map for world quests. Ooh, there's a 6 bloods to persuade Libertine. How's my bacon? My bacon is doing okay, I think. How are we doing for bacon? We have 580 bacon with an average purchase price of 37 gold. Let's do a little bit of shopping for our cooking ingredients and see what everything is at. That's everything turned off. Run a shopping scan. That's the most horrible quest out there, that Libertine one. I can't remember. I remember doing it a long time ago. I can't remember what he needed. Surely you just have to fight him, don't you? Or do you have to go off and do something else? There's some big gamey ribs that are cheap. Oh, we've got 1,007. Too many ads. Ah. I'll have to... Much better now there's flying. And if any other person that has not the quest is playing there, yeah, I guess you have quite a lot of people around. Just kill it after surrendering. Yeah, that could be a problem, wouldn't it? They'll just, they won't help your situation. Now, lay blood is looking nice and cheap at 199. I normally get it for 276. So I'm gonna, even though I've got a lot of it, I'm gonna take the bigger chunks whilst they're cheap. I know I shouldn't spend too much of my gold, but these aren't massive. And the rune scale, just about 2,000 of them. Well, there's 9 of 200 there, but have been buying it for. Like my sister, love to shop. You're a bastard with this item. You buy it all up to 3 gold. With lay blood, yeah, it's an interesting one. Ooh, gift of critical strike just sold. That's cool. Up to 3 gold would pretty much take me all the way to here, and there's 16 of 200 here at 2 gold 37. And I have already got 2,700 of it, so I'm not gonna need that much. And this is 9 of 200. Oh, you need about 1,800 a week, so you're making a lot greater volume than me. I'm going to buy some of this though. Yeah, my sales are definitely lower, it would seem. Maybe it's the type of guilds that are on my server. Maybe a lot of them don't raid, which I think is the things. 100 feasts every 3 to 4 days. Wow, that is a lot. I'm going to leave the 695 on. I'm going to take the 20 and a couple of those 200s, and that gives me 2,500. Or a self-sufficient, yeah, that's true. Could quite easily be that too. 4,000 lean shanks, so we've got plenty of that. 2,000 foxflowers. Big gamey ribs are looking a little low, under 2,000 now. Anything under 15 gold is good for me. So I'll take those 60 here. And then I'm going to take the 34. Now these I'm going to bid on. There's only 2 of them. And then I'm going to take the 50. Anything else? Oh, gem chips are looking at 185. I'm down to 700 and so of those. So I definitely want to pick some of these up. These don't always go down that frequently. So I'll take that. Now I'm going to bid on those. There's only 2 hours left. And then the 15 I'll take. I'm going to leave that 9. Actually, no, I'm going to take that as well. What are we at? 186, 193. No, I'll leave that. And then the rest is all more expensive. Bacon's here at 58, so that's fine. Don't think I'm really running low on anything too much. We're running low on that, actually. The Fjarnskagel. I only got 122 of that left. So that could be an interesting herb to look at. Only leave a few of the Shalderite silk on if you're buying. Yeah, Shalderite silk has been an interesting one for a while. I've not been able to pick any of that up for a decent price for quite a while. I may have to up my prices because my silkweave satchels are running out. If you want the market to get back up high so others won't make bags, yeah, I mean I'm completely out really. I've only got 21 Shalderite silk and it's up at 6 gold 24. There was a time when I'd buy anything under 7, but I've been struggling to get any decent quantities because sometimes I could get it under 5, but it's definitely higher than normal. I'm at the receiving end, yeah, definitely. This is the kind of thing that isn't so good for me, so I'm going to leave those because the silkweave satchels margin isn't that high. Yeah, your average is like 4 gold. That's much better. I mean, I had historically my average purchase price of silk is 4 gold 93, and I bought 157,000 of them. So quite a few. And I actually sold one for 10 gold, weirdly. But other than that, no. I could really do with that. Oh, windwool cloth is cheap though. 1 gold 95. That's better. Let's get some windwool cloth. I do always use this. You don't dare to look at how many you've bought. Yeah, can you imagine? It's probably in the millions, I bet. Gonna buy all this lovely windwool. And I'm gonna leave, what's my 2 gold 35? So I'm gonna take that, gonna take that. I'm gonna leave the 2 gold 13 one on. I'll take that one. I was running a bit slow now. There we go, a bit better. And take the 10. And then, how much windwool have I got? 1,200. That's alright. And buy the 8 of 20. I'm going to take that 10. Didn't pick that one up. Or I might leave that actually because that's quite a decent drop below. Oh, look at the bid amount on that, 26 silver. I'll bid on these two though. And then the rest, when we're looking 235, anything under here, there's the 10 of 20 and the 6 and the 7 of 20. 7 of 20 at 216 we'll take. We'll take those. 7 of those. Done. And then what about the bolts? Are there any cheap bolts? I wouldn't expect them to be cheap. They all look to be expensive, yep. And what's in the good stuff? Let's run a shopping scan of these. So these are all my miscellaneous bits and pieces. Moats are looking quite cheap. They seem to quite regularly go under the equivalent of 200 gold for the spirits, for converting. So it makes sense to buy any moats that are that kind of price. Right, that's done. These I've already got quite a few of, so I'm going to buy those moats. Well, there's 68 there for 20 gold. I'm going to take the 9. I'm going to take the 20. I'm going to leave the rest, because spirits are here at 294. I mean, I could quite easily flip these into spirits. My average purchase price of spirits is 218, and the moats are going to be... And what's the spirit mat cost? 339, so that's definitely not correct. So you'd have to change that. Or I could use the spirits and turn them into something else, which would also be useful. Shadow Silk's expensive at 325. So yeah, there's not a lot here. I'm going to leave those for now. Let's have a look at the leatherworking stuff for Earthen. Anything decent we can pick up for him. Lots of stonehide leather, but it's at 5 gold 40. That's better than the Shalderai silk. 5 gold being under 6 gold, but 5 gold 40. We normally get our stonehide leather for 4 gold 37. And everything else... Heavy Boreum is interesting there at 11 gold. What's that normally go for? See, the region market is massive. And I've sold it normally for 109. So to see some for 11 gold seems really cheap. I'll buy that. And Heavy Savage at 20 gold. Whereas the region market is 140 gold. These seem strangely cheap. Now that's interesting. Why is that buyout underneath that one? Strange. Keep in mind how I make it. Yeah, that's from the Savage. The mat cost of my Savage is 20 gold. It's just 5 of the normal ones. So my Savage is currently sitting at 24. So my mat cost is wrong, because it should really be based off of my Savage. Yeah, definitely. So let's go have a look. Well, we need to go into... Yeah, we need to make sure we take into account average buy, definitely. Go ahead, Anjoy. What's your question? What professions should you get for your Druid? Now, a lot of people suggest these sort of like the gathering ones are good for Druids. So herbalism is normally quite good, because you can do it in... And you got a Sky Golem already, okay. So that's avoided already. Herb picking with your beak is so much faster. Yeah, it's that's the go-to one that I hear suggested. So wonder whether... Okay, yeah, archaeology, and then recipe from archaeology is Father of the Sand, so maybe alchemy. Good ideas, Sleepy. Yeah, I like your thinking on those. What's that? Savage leather. Heavy savage leather is from 5 savage leather, and savage leather is normally 8 gold purchase price. So that is better to buy that. And the same with that, so I'm going to get that. Do I have a guide for setting up Sniper for materials? That's an interesting one, Restrict. I don't usually use Sniper myself. I just do shopping lists like I've got myself. But I guess you could set up a Sniper for that and just apply it to your materials. I tend to just leave it and whenever I look on it. Good evening, E7. You only bought 71,000 Shadow Eye Cell. Oh, that's quite reasonable, Costo, I think. So in terms of Sniper Restrict, to get back to your question, yeah, I would say just the way I do it is set up shopping operations, and I just go through. I go through each of my ones and pick them when I'm in the mood for shopping, which is pretty much every time I'm on. I go through a shopping scan and just go through and hand pick the things I want. I find it's more, I've got more control over it rather than doing a Sniper. Legion Enchanting we've looked at. How's the temporal crystals looking? There's none on. Interesting. Volatiles are looking interesting. What have we got? Fire, 34 gold. And I've been buying some for 44 gold. So I'll take 10. And I'll take another 9. How many have we got that's below price? The 9 and another 50 we'll take. And we'll leave the rest. And Walls of Drain are the final one. I think we looked at this already, didn't we, before the stream started going down. Oh, you found an 845 BOE. Level 101. Excellent, Bullywoof. Well, at least you've got something you can sell there. You'd say sniping for mats is useless. Interesting perspective, E7. Why would you say it was useless? I can imagine if you're looking for a bargain, that could be a decent way of that would be a decent way of trying to get a good bargain before anyone else grabbed it. Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea, Restrict. Maybe if you're sniping for linen cloth, but things like volatile elements, because I think people will quite often list things incorrectly, and so sniping anything that you can get cheaply is a good idea. I mean, I'm not a sniper myself because I tend to just, you know, rely on a bit of luck when I'm on the auction house looking for things, because I tend to be doing other stuff anyway, and I don't have a second account running in the background. So for me, that's how I work it. And we just phased out there, didn't we? So let's open up all these. Really filling my bags up here, but that's fine. Right. If it's just sitting there and sniping for mats alone, you say no, not really worth it. But if you come across it, it certainly is a good buy. Yeah, I mean, to do just exclusively mats, yeah, maybe not. And there's always something else you could find too. But you could maybe set up a separate group just for mats that has a different rules on it. Use Sniper for Ghost Iron Ore, and your price is set above the normal price. You get told the moment anyone posts it at normal price, you can instantly buy it when you need it. You have buying operation for moats, primals, harmony that you run while doing anything in the house. Yeah, I mean that's quite handy, Cossack, isn't it? If you're around, definitely worth it. Although if I'm around, I'd usually be playing, so that's the thing. Just hit refresh like 10 times an hour. Yeah, at that times you might as well just be playing. able to pick up quite a few motes that way. Ironing, dishes. Yeah, that's pretty good way of doing it, Kostek, I think, actually. You got it on and then you can hear it every now and again. Oh, excuse me. And then you can just pop over. Oh, I've got Harrison Jones here. I didn't pick up my things. You even look at the PC while hoovering. That's a good point, Kostek. Excuse me, just gonna get my resources. What did I have? I think you have 120 engineers doing the Sky Golem every month. You can't farm all the ore. God, that's a lot, Sleepy. That is a lot. We're pretty new to TSM. It's a reference video for recommend to watch for setting up something similar. In terms of setting up Sniper, are you using TSM 3 or 4 restrict?
Got the best deals anywhere.
You're using 3. Yes, then Hazel Nutty Games, as Kostek has just said, has got some good tutorial videos for the start of it. I've got a few videos myself on YouTube. Samadan Plays WoW. But you would be basically doing that's mainly for professions. I've got mine up, so anything to do with enchanting, I've got a guide on that, or just general TSM principles. I've got a few guides as well that might help you, but with regards to sniping, I don't have one. But I start at grade school level. That is very true, Kostek. Hazel starts at kindergarten. Oh, thank you, 94s. Although I did do a... my recent video was more to do with TSM 4 though. So for you at TSM 3, it does go through the principles of setting up groups though. So for some reason you always sell food most in the middle of the night. That's amazing, Buzz. Sorry, just catching up on chat here, make sure I haven't missed anyone. There we go, for some reason it's so there, +1, let's go to that. Well, I think by the time you do all the Sky Golems, I think it does take a while. Was it Sky Golems or Vial of the Sands you were doing, Sleepy? Let me just check. Sky Golems you're talking about, yeah. Well, I think they're in high demand, so I'm not surprised you sell that many. Depends on your server as well. Oh, that's a Binding of Haste. And what else was that? Another Binding of Haste. You do Vial of Sands and Sky Golems and Mechano Hogs. Yeah, that's a decent stock. Definitely. I might as well finish these off whilst I'm here. Pick up these and do another work order. Where are you hiding? There you are. Not you. You. There you are. Getting a little low. What have I got herbs wise? Got a fair amount. Right. You'd have a massive surplus if you had the living steel to make them all. You're waiting for more ore spirits to come onto your auction house. If price spikes nicely in BFA, plan to make a major bank from new players wanting Sky Golems. Yeah, I bet you will. Right. You mentioned earlier, Costoke, that you had the herb trader. Is it still up on one of your characters? Might I be able to borrow yours? Thank you very much. You also feel that rise in primal spirits. Yeah, I've got a feeling they're not always easy to get hold of, are they? So having to convert things is definitely handy. When the trader is up, that is. Lovely. Thank you very much. Oh, he went offline. There we go. I'm just going to pop over. Cossacks very kindly going to help with getting the trader up. They can't get you high society top hat. Your system is slower than mine. Well, that's saying something for Mr. Potato. Although I do say that because he does have an SSD, so that does help. Oh yeah. You have a team of 8 mages with tailoring dual crafting you've been farming the kata rares with, but so far 0 luck. Watching a stream 3 tabs open doesn't help. That's very true. Yeah, good luck with that, Sleepy. I hope you do manage to... oh, thank you. I do hope you manage to catch it. Do that, then view Leader's Garrison. There we go. Had somebody in the group going in portal like 30 seconds before me enters, quicker to mount up than he. You'll craft you one when you move over to EU. Can you make them then? I am dynamic. Have you actually got the high society top hat? That's excellent. Cool, there we go. 10 of each. Fantastic, thank you. Right, there we go. Up on my horse. Ride in. Didn't even know what it was when it dropped. You only played WoW for a few weeks. Wow, that's amazing. Here we are. There we are. Thank you ever so much. Oh, thank you, Persephone, with the host. That's very kind of you.
If it ain't here, it ain't nowhere.
I'm just going to pick up some herbs. Like so, for 25 primal spirits.
Have a go, why don't
And then we're going to buy up a whole load of these. And then buy up a whole load of these. And then buy up a whole load of these. God, I've got loads of these. What's that? The Nagrand Arrow Bloom. Yeah, we've got loads. Let's shift click this instead. Let's do 50. Oh no, I'll have to use TSM vendoring perhaps.
The only honest merchant.
Hold on, here we go. Hey TJ, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, we've gone and lagged now. Hold on. Thank you ever so much for the host, Persephone. Time for sleep. Yes, I won't be too long myself sleeping. Hold on, there we go. Not here for too long. No, I'm not going to be too long myself, actually. Just going through the final bits and pieces. There we go. Let's try that again. Oh, no. Everything seems to have lagged out a little bit. Let's try TSM vendoring. Let's try this one. Max? Okay. Does that work? No? Alright, I'm going to try a reload because it seems to have died. Slash reload. There we go, let's try that again. Oh, it dropped from Akmahat. Ah, okay. Interesting. Stream time too. Oh, good luck, TJ. I'm actually going to be heading to bed myself, so I'm probably going to miss that. I'll have to catch it up on a VOD. You were farming the Raven mount when you got the blade pattern. Joke's on me, though. You still don't have the mount. Catching up on chat to make sure I haven't missed anything. I think that's got everything. That's talking about the recipes. There we go, just whilst I'm doing a reload. Oh, you forgot how to set videos to autosave. I think it's somewhere in your settings, TJ. Really useful for people checking up on VODs. Both Fell Steel Blade Pattern and High Society Pop are very rare. The latter one is one of the rarest in the game, yeah. Definitely. Right. Get rid of that, get rid of that, come back. There we go. Or whatever, yes. I need to, I was going to use TSM vendoring because it does the max for me. If I do that and do max, and then OK, then it buys them all. I need to, I haven't got enough of those. Gorgon Flytrap we're keeping. Max of those, 28. And then that, max of those, 74. And max of those, oh, we've done that already. There we go. Excellent. Well, thank you ever so much for that, Costo.
How kind of you. Excellent.
There we go, right. I'm going to head on back. Ah, thank you, Hebus, for the follow. It's very kind of you. I'm going to head back to the auction. Dalaran. We'll go to Dalaran. Visit Nomi. I think will be the last thing we do. Thank you ever so much, Costo. That was really handy. Believe it or not, your best-selling pattern mog is the Warbear Woolies. You made more than them, than the Fell Steel Blade, and the top hat combined. Warbear Woolies. That sounds a brilliant item. Right, going over to Dalaran now and go check Nomi. And then I'm not going to do that 6 Bloods quest because that does seem annoying. Warbear stuff sells great too. But the leather, you're yet to have a perfect way to farm. Ah, okay. The other two are very specific people that want it. Yes, that's very true. Oh, thank you, Sleepy, for the cheer. That's very kind of you. That's awesome. Thank you ever so much. Oh, not moving now. There we go. Right, there we go. Where's Extoria at? It was around earlier. Oh, look what we've just got. 2 Broken Isles recipe scraps. You know what this means? This means... Ah, thank you very much, Sleepy. This means The final rank 3. What a thing. 10 broken hull recipe scraps. And let's open our cooking. I love burger time. Hey, LG Captain, thanks for stopping by the stream. We've just had a brilliant moment here. Already got them for almost a year now. Oh, excellent. Silent second. It's taken me a while to get these. So this is it. It's crap. You mean you've seen all people getting all the luck of the world, drops and stuff. Extremely rare items. You're farming stuff 10 hours a day, and you get quack. And that just seems to be the way sometimes, doesn't it? Pointy gnome. Since Allied Races came in, there's a massive amount on the auction house, really cheap. Alright, so rank 3s. Where is it? Let's swap back over. Where's my rank 3 gone? Cursed Queenfish it was. Where's it missing? Hold on. No, that's weird. Maybe his stream has clues. So I'm just gonna... Oh, about which realm he plays. I don't know which realm Mixtor is. So that's weird. I was expecting it here. I've lost the recipe. Weirdly, unless I'm going blind. Well, okay, well let's hand them in. Samadan will read this. Yes, I did read it. I lost a recipe. I'm sure my last non-rank 3 recipe was one of these, but I can't seem to find it, which is really weird. The one I've been looking for, like 9 hours Alderman, my highest worth drop was 9k. Some guy pops halfway through. It's 24-hour loot to praise the challenge. Gets 2 Jinsu blades, a few runs an Alderman, fell still longbow pattern in mana tunes in 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, that's weird odds, isn't it? Pointy gnome. I'm not sure how it works really. Right, let's just try this and see what happens. There's nothing further you can learn. That's weird. Because I am sure I had a missing recipe that wasn't rank 3. Have I accidentally learnt it by mistake and never even realised all this time? And I've just been spending all my cursed queenfish on nothing. That would be a bit nuts. That's kind of bittersweet now. I was thinking I was going to get my last rank that I had, because we had this one, but it was saying no more now. That's weird. Perhaps I got it the last one. It could be. How very strange. Oh well, would have got them all, so that's cool. Chef's hat for that. Yeah, clearly I didn't have. How bizarre. Where's my work orders? So I might as well just let those run out. 'Cause I can't cancel them. No. There we go. Oh, what have I missed here? Struggle with the chance our farms. There we go. Missed the last couple of streams. Watch my VODs on YouTube. Oh, well, thank you, Death Arrow. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Congrats on completing him. Yeah, thank you very much. That was a bit of a weird way to finish it. It was kind of like an anti-climax. So I must have had it already. And I've still got 10 scraps that are no good to me now. So that's a bit weird. Shame I can't combine them into something. Okay. Well, there we go. That's done. Bye, Nomi. I feel a bit sad now. I mean, I could keep giving him stuff. But it's a bit weird. I think so, Sleepy. I'm not sure exactly. I must have picked it up recently because I had all the work orders going. It's a bit of a weird one. I must have picked it up at some point. I'll have to go back and watch all of my VODs to find out which one it was. They're definitely not making it anymore. Maybe I got it the one before. How bizarre. Oh well. It was today, was it? What was my thing saying? Slightly burnt food, cursed queen fish, prepared ingredients, broken old recipe scrap. The gnome is laughing at me. Yeah, it would seem so. I've got egg on my face from Nomi. Yeah, because there's definitely nothing else right. Okay, Nomi. We shall wave goodbye to you.
Farewell.
Thank you, Nomi. I've got a few work orders to pick up, but we're done. Till next time. There we go. Right, it's getting pretty late here, so I think I'm probably going to have to... I'll have to go there to buy mats. Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave here, Costoke, so I can pick them up next time. But I've got enough mats for the moment anyway, so I'll be all right for the moment. I think I'm gonna finish up the stream here because it's quite late now, and I've got to get up early. So a big, massive thank you, everyone, for hanging out and bearing with me whilst I had my technical issues at the beginning. Thank you, Kosturk. That was awesome, helping me out with the garrison and sort of sticking by and helping everyone when I was going in and out of the stream. So thank you for that, really appreciate it. And thank you for the cheer as well, Sleepy. That was really cool. And all the follows and all the chats tonight. It's been really, really nice. I don't know if there's anyone actually on for hosting, because I think most people have gone offline as it's so late. Oh no, Sharken's on. I'll give Sharken a host. There we go. Yeah, we'll give Sharken a host. So let me just pop that over. Wait for the ad to roll. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, 94. Thank you, Hieronymus. Death Arrow. Sorry, you just missed the end of my stream. Maybe I'll have to catch up on the VOD again. My next stream, I'm not sure when it is. I'm going to do a schedule again tomorrow, so I'll let you all know when my next streams are. I'll put it on Twitter, I'll put it on my Discord, I'll put it on the page below and on my offline thing, so catch me then, hopefully, and I shall see you all next time. Right, let's send the host over to Sharken / host. Sharken 808. Right, there we go. Right, good night and farewell. See you next time.